Stay With Me. And today I am your host, Ariana, for Audio Cafe. And I have two very special guests with me. And can you introduce yourselves?
Sure.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Margot.
And they're known as
Sam
and
and
Margot. A musician duo, and you guys describe yourself as Americana, romance, and...
We go with radical Americana romance.
Wrong order. I'm sorry, guys.
We're flexible with our brand description.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys meet?
Oh, well, we met in Italy, actually.
Italy?
Yeah.
Study abroad?
Yeah, study abroad, exactly. So we went to a small liberal arts school, Muhlenberg College, and then we both did actually a theater program in Italy our junior year. And so that's kind of when we hit it off and started collaborating.
Yeah. Well, we didn't start collaborating till we came back. Like we didn't really sing together in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
It was back at school when I started writing songs in Italy, and then I hit up Margot, and and then we sort of took it from our senior year of college together.
So became friends first, came back to America, then collabed more.
But I said collab because we were doing like artsy stuff there.
Yeah,
That
we
kind of
were
was the
making
beginning of
like productions of some sorts while we were in Italy.
So were you guys what were you studying then?
We're studying I don't want to say acting because it was more of like performance, I guess.
It's like
Performance arts.
physical theater.
So you were doing
masks.
singing and acting.
Not even singing.
It was like it's a very specific art form. It's called commedia dell'arte, and you use these basically medieval masks, archetype masks. So there's, if you know what's the Arlecchino, you've seen the kind of gesture guy, you kind of see him
Arlecchino.
Yes.
You know, Arlecchino.
I actually don't know.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm interested.
So it's I guess you take on different personas of a society. Like you have your bankers and your strong warrior types, and then it's like a art form that mocks it, and it's been around
So
since
satirical.
Satirical
Yeah.
since the 1500s in Italy, and we think it's coming back. So we went to study it.
We were definitely studying some kind of far out things while we were in
Do you
college.
try to incorporate it with your music a little bit too?
I think what it did was it gave us experience on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It gave us experience performing and getting more comfortable with that, like radical experience, you know.
Rad.
So rad.
Like every single day, putting on something. So I think that's helped us with it helped open us up as performers for a live show. Not that, our live show definitely took some work to get to where, we're still working on it, but it took some work to really understand it as through a musical lens.
Yeah.
But we had a good start in Italy.
Mm-hmm. I also forgot to mention to any listeners out there, I found out about Sam and Margot through a friend who's been on air before. His name is Seldomo, Mike, and I heard that you guys played together at Pete's Candy Store.
Yeah, I love his songs. He writes some beautiful music.
Yeah, and we actually just so happened to play 2 shows with him, just randomly.
And we're playing with him again on May 6th.
Wow,
Oh.
so
They keep putting us on the bill with
the
him.
same bill.
Shout out to Seldomo.
What up, Seldomo?
Is that one of your favorite venues to play, or?
Yeah, I love
definitely.
it. I love it.
It's a really cool interior. It looks kind of like you're in this old train almost.
Yeah, and it's so intimate.
Yeah, so it's a good vibe there.
Any
sure.
other favorite venues?
I love the downstairs at Rockwood.
Downstairs at Rock.
Base stage 3 is what they call
They
it.
have so many stages.
Yeah.
I know, but that's
It gets
for our type
confusing.
of music. It's pretty intimate. I love, well, we're doing City Winery this weekend.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite venues. We've never played there before.
What day specifically?
April 23rd on Saturday.
23rd.
Yep.
Right, go to their show, Sam and Margot.
We're
Please.
opening for Griffin House, who's also a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, Griffin House.
Awesome guy.
He's awesome.
What was like your largest gig?
Probably the one we played last week, right?
Probably last week we played a house. It was sold out, like 250 in Connecticut.
Wow.
With Griffin. And then we played at the Capitol Theater, opening for
Garcia's.
Strange Folk. That was a sold out show as well. Unfortunately, we were the opening act, so it was like half sold out when we were performing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was awesome. Like
still a very surreal moment.
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. And when or like what was the moment that you realized you guys work well together musically?
Have we realized? No.
I mean, it's definitely been a journey for us. I would say probably this, like, right after we graduated college, we were like commuting back and forth to meet up and play music together.
I feel like every time we wind up doing something, we wind up pulling it off, and it's sort of like when we played our first show, it was like we didn't know we could do it. We had an idea, but then it like worked out, and then when we started recording, and we've just been through so much together.
Yeah.
Were these like cover songs, or like you were like writing songs together and just performing it like right away?
Yeah.
We started, I mean, we had these songs and we were rehearsing with the band, and everyone was like, "What are you going to do with your life, Sam?" And I was like, "I'm going to play shows." They're like, "Well, why you haven't ever played one before?" So I made it like, like I didn't sleep till I booked a show. It was at the Bitter End, our first show.
Yep.
And then we showed up with a full band and we packed the place, and I think we pulled it off. Like we had a pretty good first show.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're discovering sort of over and over again that like we're kind of rediscovering that
and that's better to have
working.
because you don't want to like burn out too early, like
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep rediscovering your sound, what works well for you.
Running a marathon.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a little break and play one of your songs called Modern Dreams. And stick with us. You're listening to Baruch College Radio. This is Audio Cafe, your host, Ariana, and with me here is Sam and Margot. And stick with us.
I don't believe in freedom. I'm stuck like a beast in the Garden of Eden. You can be whatever, but you can't keep breathing, running through the river of time. And I'm hoping that I have a soul. Spend my whole life singing rock and roll. My family wants me to make capital, so there's trouble in paradise. They still came to all our shows, and the song that they loved the most was the one about death in the treble clef, where I'm in love but I feel exposed. So tell me all your fantasies, and I'll promise to keep them sacred. We can carry them out in a haunted house with the skeletons in the basement. And I'll depend on you. I will depend on you. I'll depend on you forever and for time. And your daddy's coughing and you know he's sick. And he knows it too, but he won't get checked. Life is a bitch, you can count on that. He said I'll make it through the night. And your mother's been gone for years. Spend your whole life trying to hide the tears. 17 hours and we're almost there. We're speeding into our new life. So tell me all your fantasies, and I'll promise to keep them sacred. We can carry them out can read forever, but you can't unravel the scroll of modern dreams. And in the morning with the rising sun, and the phallus at the temple like a loaded gun, I told you that I loved you so you wouldn't run. Now we're trekking through the desert heat. So tell me all your fantasies, and I'll promise to keep them sacred. We can carry them out in a tomb of clouds in the only room that's vacant. And I'll depend on you. I will depend on you. I'll depend on you forever and for time.
Oh, I retired at the lonesome, deathly age of 22. Not a dollar in my pocket, but a cannon and a noose. I said to you, I'm gonna die soon. You said,
Can I die too?
I don't know. I guess so. Burn it down. Burn it down. Now I've said awful things to awful people. I regretted it at first, but if I didn't say those awful things, then I'd probably feel worse. Now I'll play my fucking songs to them and watch them walk away. Oh, I'll play these useless songs to them and watch them walk away. But I'll play and I'll play. Burn it down. Burn it down.
Don't wanna live as an untold story. Rather go out in a blaze of glory. I can't hear.
I don't believe in freedom. I'm stuck like
I don't believe in freedom.
Hi, and we're back. Sorry about that. If for anyone who's tuning in, this is Audio Cafe, and I'm your host, Ariana, and with me today is Sam and Margot, and they're about to do a live performance for us. What song were you guys thinking of playing?
It's called American Enterprise.
American Enterprise. And right before, I forgot to mention, I played another song of theirs called "Burn It Down."
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk more about it after the performance, but stay tuned, and can't wait to hear it.
I wanna die on a highway. I wear a sweater, you wear lingerie, and think of something James Bond would say, then disappear on the interstate. I want fame while I'm still young. I want my bank account to say 10 billion. I wanna have rich children. I'm probably gonna wanna kill them. This is the American enterprise, brought by Aryan genocides, petroleum energized. I still believe in candlelight.
This is for the TPP, the military industry, and manufactured imagery, exported all on a TV screen. And this is for the frequent flyer, and this is for the occupier, and this is for the cocaine buyer as the deficit creeps up higher. And this is for the crooked lawyer, and this is for my old employer, and this is for Tom Sawyer. This is the American enterprise.
A gypsy and sail across the 7 seas, never run out of energy, keep it steady, just you and me. And if it all collapses, you can take some gold from that hidden basket and pick up that guitar and try to make some magic and find a way to make a living at it.
And I hope that you come too. I like your violin and the way you move. I don't know the destination, so I'll let you choose. We could escape to Dublin on a secret cruise. This is the American enterprise. Will it sink or will it fly? Inflationary means it has to rise. I'm thinking that the dollar had its time.
Wow, beautiful.
Thank you.
What was the mindset behind that song when you wrote it?
We like to call it our day after song.
Yeah.
You know, like, sorry. Whoa.
Is that gonna work?
Is this
for
gonna
you?
work?
Yeah.
There we go.
Here. We just
Don't
gotta,
get hit by the mic.
Sam's
I might
having
have to
some
deep
technical
throat this thing.
difficulties.
It's a big piece of equipment. The mindset behind it was I was really into the whole disaster prepping apocalyptic period for a time being. I thought the world was going to end. Not that I don't think that anymore.
What year?
2015.
Oh, so not too long
It was a dark
ago.
time in your life.
Yeah. So I guess that was sort of the inspiration. That was how I prepped. I wrote a song. I don't know what that's gonna do.
I feel like you kind of moved past your fear though, so it's kind of therapeutic.
I've just
in a
accepted
way.
it now.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
I mean, I sort of, on some level, share the same kind of mentality. I don't think I'm as
Aren't we
doomsday
fun?
oriented.
Cocktail parties, right?
Yeah, really. But no, I mean, honestly, I just love the song. I think it's I'm a big fan of Sam's lyrics. That's why I want to collaborate with him.
Some pretty harmonies.
Yeah, and it's just a really fun song to sing, and I think recording it was also really fun for us.
There's nothing better than 200 saying in front of 200 plus Connecticut people, I want to die on a highway.
I noticed that. You guys say, I want to die a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, humanity's death wish. It's a positive thing.
Oh, man.
We're cleansing our fears.
No, but...
I love when the lyrics are, dark and the song sounds upbeat.
Songs, upbeat. Yeah, that's another reason.
I think there's a Tom Waits quotes where he's like, I love beautiful melodies saying all the atrocious things in the world. I'm paraphrasing, but that's sort of, I have that hanging on my wall. So.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I also wanted to ask about Burn It Down, because I really like the video, and I want to know where was it shot, where was it filmed, and what happened on set.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Funny story.
Yeah.
So we cheated a little bit.
We did. We cheated.
We shot it in Milwaukee.
But it's set in New York City.
It's set in New York City, but so I did a movie coming out of college called The Surface. It stars Sean Astin and Chris Mulkey. You should check it out. But I have a small role in the movie. I play a water skier.
Where can I find it? Netflix?
I think Amazon Prime. It's yeah, I'm sure it's out there. I don't know. There's a million different streaming places. But while I was there, I tried to make some of my own films, like while people were shooting, I'd be like, hey, you have a camera, do you want to I wrote the script, and so I was networking a little like under the table, and I was like blown away. Like, people in Milwaukee are amazing filmmakers, and it's such a cool area. It's like this like
nature-esque.
Not nature-esque, it's more like dark underground-esque. Like,
really?
I don't know. How would you describe it?
It's like, honestly, I was like, why are we going to Milwaukee? Like, what's in Milwaukee? It's a cool city. Like, they just have, like, they have a big, like, farmer's market there. They have, like...
The Milwaukee market. But just, like there are some,
Get
like,
those
cool...
organics.
But there's some really...
Organic chicken.
There's some really talented artists there. And,
So Brendan Jones I think he was doing craft services, but I knew he was a filmmaker as well. So, and we hit it off, personality-wise. And then I called him up and I said, I've been making some songs. I saw one of your short films. I think, that's really good. Do you want to make a music video? He said yes. We sent him an idea, and him and my friend Ryan Bingham, who's also a cinematographer, put together this incredible, anarchist drama that we turned into the video.
we burned down the New York Stock Exchange in the video. We were a little bit nervous about it. We were like, like, I hope we're not going to get on, like, the do not fly list. Like, are we going to be able to get...
We're going to be able to get home.
Part of Anonymous or the Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the people who accept us.
But it was awesome.
Trump
like,
has the KKK supporting him. We have Anonymous. No.
Yeah, that's right.
So for the New York Stock Exchange, because this is a question we get asked a lot.
Yeah.
He made it as a set piece, and we shot in the middle of a field because we were like actually going to burn it down. So he took this gigantic piece of wood, and at the end when we break into the building, I don't want to give anything away in this 2-minute video. But we shot that like way out in the woods, and they actually burned the thing down to the ground, and it's pretty crazy. It's awesome.
We had like tons of
people think it's a green
pyrotechnics,
screen.
crazy.
I'm like, no, it's the real thing. Like, there are tons and tons of flames.
Yeah, they built this like pipe where they sent gas through it, and then they lit it, and it was just like a wall of fire. It was insane.
It was
So
like
you
right-
guys
It was a
can
little
burn
bit
it
like-
down yourselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was right when Mad Max came out, so they were like all like amped up on like pyrotechnics.
But it was a really fun experience to do that. We like to call that song "Burn It Down for Bernie."
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So you guys are feeling the burn.
We're feeling the burn.
Yeah.
We just played a Bernie rally yesterday in Ossining.
With Grizzly Bear, and they apparently did change their lyrics to for Knife, their song Knife. They're like, can you feel the burn? Instead of can you feel the knife?
That's great. I love
Yeah.
that.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I did attend the one where Vampire Weekend played
Oh,
in
really?
Washington
Yeah, I
Square
saw
Park.
Oh,
some
you
videos
were
of
there
that.
for that? That's awesome.
incredible.
I'm jealous. We wanted to go.
Yeah, why did you guys
Couldn't make it.
come?
We were in Connecticut.
True.
Yeah.
Well, that's better for you.
We should have played there. 27,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I honestly think he has control over like all indie bands. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I know.
He runs the music scene. He's like the
He really-
new Clive Davis, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his like roster of people for sure.
It's almost not cool to be a supporter of him. It's because everyone is.
yeah,
No. I think.
We-
I mean, come on.
I feel
Like, who
pretty
else?
confident.
Yeah.
He'll do well.
Oh,
in the
definitely.
primary.
I hope so. I know.
Down with Wall Street. Down with the New York Stock
Yeah.
Exchange. Just kidding.
Burn it down. No,
Burn
no,
it
just kidding. I mean, I don't know if we want to get into politics, but I mean, I just feel like it's weird that to have like a left, like to have someone from the academic left, like, I don't know, like speaking the language that we were taught, maybe brainwashed, I don't know, but it stuck with us in college.
Yeah, completely left,
like,
completely right.
Yeah.
There's not really an in between.
There really isn't.
I know, it's like,
It's crazy.
But it makes politics more interesting right now.
Oh, man.
Everyone's involved.
I feel like everyone's really paying attention for this election. I don't know that people have in the past as much.
Because I think people are so... Can I curse?
You can. But, like, not, like...
I mean, people are so
crazy.
Screwed. I feel like there's so many people who are disenfranchised right now that they look at the establishment as, like, they're not a part of it. Like, we just watched this movie... The Green Room. It's insane.
Oh, yeah,
it's an insane movie.
It's awesome. You should check it out.
Where a band, they play like in the middle of the woods in Oregon, and at venues turns out to be run by neo-Nazis, and it's like
our worst nightmare.
But I thought what was so crazy about it was how organized this crime was, because like this is like a legitimate field to go into if you're living out there, because you're not going to go into a factory. You're not going to get a job in finance or real estate or something if you don't have the education or the skills, because there's not that infrastructure there. So I think that's what's dangerous, is how organized these like radical groups on both the far right and ultra left are. But I mean, I don't know.
I agree.
We're not gonna go to the boonies of Oregon.
Yeah, we were like, we're not touring Oregon. The Pacific
I love
Northwest.
Oregon.
No, we should go to Portland.
Portland. You guys definitely
and Eugene
would
right?
fit in.
But we're like, wow, that movie gives Oregon like a scary name. But it really is a very good movie.
Do you guys get inspired a lot by these movies?
Definitely. We watch a lot of films, especially
V for Vendetta.
Yeah, I made him watch that.
I watched that the other
all
night.
the anarchist films.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're. I thought V for Vendetta. I thought it was a little stale with what it was. I mean, I liked the message, I'm on board or whatever, but I just thought as a film itself, it was a little stale. It was not. Let me think of something that I prefer. Movies that recently came out. I loved The Invitation.
The Invitation.
Did you hear about that?
I heard about. Is it a horror or like thriller?
I like
psychological.
I like more
It's
psychological, slow burning.
It's not as much of an action film, I don't think.
I mean, I like some action. I do. I really want to see that. What is it? Hardcore Henry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have a recommendation for you guys.
What?
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Really?
Is it good?
Is very good. It's like a sequel to
Is it
Cloverfield.
That was a terrifying movie. I
Yeah.
could not handle myself.
Yeah, and it's about like this girl. She gets into a car crash and she's like locked up in a basement. She wakes up and some guy tells her, "Oh, the outside world, it's poisonous. Don't go out." And she doesn't know who to trust because he locks everything up and she's there. And so she's like the whole time it's just like this psychological push and pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We should check that one out.
Check that out.
Yeah.
I feel like we're coming across as so dark. Like these like.
We like horror movies and apocalyptic songs.
Me too.
Yeah, we're more on the minor chord agenda than the major chord. That I think a lot of people now are seem to like. We like to think of the unthinkable. Or at least I do. Margot tries to steer me away.
Come to the dark side. No, come to the light side.
It's a good balance. A balance of power.
Yin and yang.
Yeah, we're definitely somewhat opposites in that way.
So that's probably like what makes you guys work. Also, another asset that makes you work well musically.
I think so. Yeah, we definitely bring different things to the table. And have different like skill sets that complement each other, I would say. So that's good.
Right.
And to like push it to another topic, more music. Do you guys have any personal favorite musical duos?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, wow.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon
Oh, I love
obviously
Simon and
Simon and-
Guy and Girl.
Margot
I
just said
love
her
First
Desert
Aid
Island
Kit.
band was First Aid.
Yeah, First Aid Kit. They're like they're-
First Aid Kit.
Yeah, they're sisters.
I could
They're
play
from
that. I
Sweden.
have that.
Yeah, they're awesome. Who else? Duos. That's a good question.
Like Guy and Girls.
Guy and
Richard
Girl.
and Lindsay, maybe. They've got some great songs.
Yeah.
Um,
Wild
The White
Child?
Stripes.
The White Stripes.
oh,
yeah.
of course.
They're
Yeah.
unmistakably awesome. And everyone thinks they're brother and sister, Jack White and Meg White, but they were married.
Secretly married.
Yeah,
I
secretly
know.
married. How crazy
They
is
have a
that?
crazy history, the two of them. Yeah.
Or what's that band? They sing Unknown Brother. They're like huge. I can't believe the Black Keys, aren't they a duo?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a duo.
Oh.
I would think you guys would be into maybe Beach House. Do you know Beach
I
House
know
at
Beach
all?
House. Do you know Beach House?
No.
A girl singer
Sorry,
and
Beach House.
like a guy keyboard player.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we also love Escondido.
Oh yeah, they're
That's a good
sweet.
duo.
Honey. There's guy-girl duo band. I like them.
Beach House. We have to check them out.
Beach House.
Oh yeah, they're huge right now.
Okay.
Maybe play some of them.
Okay. I was gonna look for First Aid Kit and then I'll play some Beach House.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna take another little break because you guys gonna play another song? Do you think, or would
I think so, yeah.
yes, no?
Yeah, let's play one more.
Yeah.
We'll play one
feel
more.
free.
Cool.
So we're gonna play. Should we do it now or should we?
After Beach House.
After Beach House, everyone. So enjoy this Beach House song. It's called Space Song, from their album Depression Cherry. So their second to last album. And yeah, stay tuned. This is 94.3 Baruch College Radio. I'm your host Ariana, and you'll be listening to Sam and Margot shortly.
Thank
And that was Beach House for You. And we're back with Sam and Margot on this episode of Audio Cafe. And they're going to be playing another song. What was the song called?
Secrets.
Secrets.
It's off our new record.
And we're going to have a new addition, violin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, so very
manage
exciting.
to not whack someone with my bow.
Yeah.
Namely Sam.
Be careful.
I think she probably wants to hit me.
All right.
Our secret's just a tunnel to some forbidden room. Your brain turns into dynamite, your head is a balloon. Well, if it pops, then the bubble bursts and the market can correct. And all your friends and family better watch how they invest. I remember how I loved you, but I did steal you from him. And though I caught a beating, I'd still do it again. I miss the smell of autumn with my football cleats and my zigzags, popping Oxycontin and burning lots of incense. I gave my mother and my father hell. I gave my mother and my father hell. What am I to do? What am I to do? Our secret's just a tunnel to some life we left behind. It somehow gives me comfort to keep darkness on my mind. I remember how I loved you in that little room at the tip of the city where the police stayed outside. And we tried to pour our hearts out, and we tried to survive. I miss the smell of autumn with the fallen leaves and my zigzags. The guitar case was a coffin, and our voices were a mismatch. I gave my mother and my father hell. I gave my mother and my father hell. What am I to do? What am I to do? What am I to do?
What am I to do?
Ooh, nice.
Messed up the lyrics a little bit.
We wouldn't notice. I mean, you could improvise.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Thanks.
we made something up. It happened.
Has it ever, like, have you ever like, just butchered lyrics completely, like, at a gig, or?
Sometimes, like, we'll learn a cover, and I have really bad, like, short-term memory. So if I learn a cover, like, 2 days beforehand, like, you better be sure that I'm gonna, like, look over at Sam and give him that, like, deer in the headlights look, like, help me!
Help me. Do you look for that a lot? Like,
Yeah.
her cues,
I
like,
wind up
you guys
singing a lot of her parts.
No, I know our songs, like, I know our originals, but sometimes we'll, like, learn a new song, I'm like, shit, what's the next? But... And sometimes you weirdly get confused. I don't know. It's never terrible.
We've never butchered something
No.
beyond.
Usually you
Beyond
can
repair.
you can just come up with something, you know? So that's good.
Yeah, thankfully. Not yet, at least. We're hoping that this weekend will be our first.
And what made you choose that song out of all your songs?
Secrets is a Secrets, I think, is my most personal song.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, you asked for something with violin. We gave you that.
Yes.
But Secrets is, I also think it's my most personal and maybe most honest song. It's, I guess, sort of this odyssey of things that, things maybe I'm insecure about or that have happened. And I think of it as like opening up the like the Freudian subconscious basement, where it's like I just try to look in and see what's going on and why.
So you're being Freud to yourself.
Yeah, I'm psychoanalyzing myself. Margot wants to diagnose me with some things, but
Is she WebMD here?
Oh, I'm a huge fan of WebMD. I have, successfully diagnosed many a problem.
she won't look at herself though. No,
No,
I'm just joking.
I do it for myself too.
How many songs do you have out then?
I don't know. Apparently our record leaked, so maybe they're all out somewhere.
We accidentally leaked it.
Or maybe we are the ones who leaked it. Yeah, we're going to find those
leaked.
people. Oh, it was you, Margot?
I illegally downloaded.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We have nine
yeah.
songs on our record, but I think we've only put out 3 of them officially. I think we're only on Spotify with 1 of them, but we're going to release our record. I don't know when, but we're going to do it.
You guys are on iTunes, Bandcamp,
Reverb Nation,
YouTube.
SoundCloud. Yeah.
Tinder. Just kidding.
We're probably both on Tinder.
I thought you deleted yours.
But not to sound too personal, you guys are together? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are together as of right now.
It changes weekly.
No fights in the studio. So as of New York City, as two musicians, what is in New York City? What are some challenges you guys face? Or
Oh, it's pretty easy. We make a ton of money, and
No, it's just honestly, it's New York, so it's just so heavily saturated in every industry across the board, including music.
competitive.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's about finding, people who connect with your music when there's just so much readily available to listen to at all times. Even going out. I mean, you can go out any day of the week and, experience awesome
Yeah, you're
live
bound
music.
to hear music.
Yeah.
Wherever you.
Exactly.
Every day.
Yeah.
I think we're very lucky that we're in a place where there's a scene, because a lot of places just don't have a music scene or a comedy scene.
Like what places?
I was listening to someone talk about Houston, who's trying to make it as a musician.
Houston, really?
It was a comedian who's saying it, and I know there used to be a big comedy scene with people like Bill Hicks, but I mean it's just not there. Or if you were in
I know Austin, Texas.
Oh yeah,
Austin
Austin is amazing music scene. I love Austin.
Yeah, there's no doubt that there's a scene here. I think more so it's just that there really is a scene here, which is great, but it's I think also maybe
it's taken us a while to find the right rooms.
Yeah.
Now
definitely.
I think we're sort of circulating in the right rooms, which is amazing.
Yeah, we played some loud Irish pubs and things like that. That's totally not our vibe because our lyrics are really driving, the music for us. So we really need to be performing in a place where it's a listening
People
room.
are a little, more respectful.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had instances where they were unpleasant with the audience, right?
And that's kind of part of it, but I think that
It thickens our skin.
yeah, and I think that's
true.
kind of how you start out. It's just you play any gig.
To
you can
realize
play.
no one gives a shit, I think, is
It pushes you more.
Yeah. Exactly. It pushes us. It gets rid of I think when we were just starting off as artists, playing for our parents, we thought everyone would respond the same way. But then when you actually go out and play and you realize people would rather drink and talk to their friends instead of listen to you, like, I guess it's easy to get discouraged. I could see that, but it's also like we need to play better rooms. We need to have a better show, and it gets us.
Yeah, I think we're just now like moving away from, you know, like having to call all our friends up to invite them to our shows, which is kind of part of it. And you're like, oh, like, do I text this person again to like let them know?
Too.
But you know, like, I think if you just keep at it and keep playing, like, it will get better. Like, I think,
and it won't
past few
just be your
months-
friends who attend these shows.
Exactly. Like, I think we've seen our audience numbers grow, like, very organically. And someone, I think, when we were recording with Simon Felice up in Woodstock, who's, like, brilliant, he's sort
And
of is
David
always,
Barron.
and David Barron. But I remember Simon said that, that how important it is to do this organically. You know, it's not something you can't really like cheat your way
Would
there.
be like, what's the secret? Like,
or like buy like Facebook likes. I hear.
Right,
or,
right.
Yeah, that's like no, it does not do
Doesn't
anything.
That
help
doesn't
you
do
at all.
anything.
Literally nothing. It probably does worse for you. But yeah, like Simon, one of the things he said was, we were like, what's the secret to, you know, having success? And he was like, having an amazing live show. So like, there's really no like
That's the other thing.
there's really
is
no
working
way
on that.
to fake that or to like, you know, post it in the right place. It's just hard work. And suffering and abuse. No. I'm joking, sort of.
So, like, how do you guys, like, do you have any opinion on, you know, using social media or the internet to really, like, draw attention to yourselves as musicians? Because, you know, we're in that, you know, that age of...
I think you have to do it. And if you don't do it, you're at an extreme loss.
Yeah.
And I mean, people say, oh, this is the best time to be an artist because anyone could reach anyone. And that's just a load of shit. That's not.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
true.
I guess the counter argument to that is literally everyone and their mother are putting out, you know, whatever, dubstep, the singing,
Dub smash.
or music. Like, it's like everyone's doing it. But I think it's like if you're doing something really cool, it gives you a chance to document it and like brand yourself in an interest, like how you choose, like you're in charge now. You don't, you're not at the mercy of the people at top with the closed doors, and
It's
you have
definitely
to keep
like do it yourself all the way.
Yeah, I
including
love the
social
DIY
media.
aspect because it's like the harder you work, the more results you can get, sort of. Although that doesn't always happen, but like we're in more control of it. I don't think we're in complete control, but we're in more control
Definitely.
of our destiny.
Yes. I saw that you guys have a blog on your website. You know, samandmargot.com.
We haven't really been taking care of that blog.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a little.
do you guys write a lot? I mean, besides songwriting or?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam writes.
Margot
a lot.
writes too. You're a
guess.
good writer. I like your writing.
I write music more than.
Yeah, you write narratives.
It's true.
Do you write about like your experiences, or are these like personal like narratives, or?
I write, you know, like in my next life, I'm gonna be a writer. My life after that, I'm gonna be a politician.
I'm scared for that day.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm too. No, I write a lot. I should get. It's like, you know, I go through phases. I'm a sort of a sporadic writer. It's like sometimes I'll like wake up every morning and I'll write like 8 pages, and then I haven't written in the last 3 weeks. But yeah. I enjoy writing. I think it's good.
Do songs just randomly pop into your mind, or like does something usually like trigger it for you? Like,
I think I need to get shaken up a little bit to really write.
so you're more an emotional, like.
I am. I'm a dark, twisted, emotional, soulful. No, but I think you know, like the David Foster Wallace quote, like, "This is water." It's like the fish, they're sitting in water and they don't even realize that they're in water.
Oh yeah, I read that recently.
Yeah. A lot of college. I know it's like a great commencement speech, but I feel like that's sort of like, you know, like this is life. Like you don't even realize it's happening till something crazy happens.
Right.
And then that could just like, you know, like I try to keep myself cultured, like reading and like experience art so that I know like I have the background and the foundation to write lyrics. But then as soon as something that messes me up emotionally, then it's like then they start coming
it
out.
just comes out of you.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who can like wake up in the morning and write a song. I probably could, but it wouldn't be good or interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Margot's more organic with her writing, or more organic. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I think
Disciplined.
for me, I really, I mean, for me, it's like really about the music. I mean, I obviously really care about lyrics, but yeah, recently I've just like woken up, and you know how some people like have their like morning routine, like you want to like go work out. I never wake up and want to work out. I wake up and I want to
write.
pick up my instrument and play. So that's kind of been my I don't know if my roommates enjoy my waking up in the morning and like playing music, but
They're both moving out, so
I'd enjoy it.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my thing. But I mean, I come from like a very theatrical background. Like I used to do a lot of musical theater, and so I'm very active in that community as well, in the sort of like theater and teaching kids.
Oh, so
theater
you're
thing.
teaching theater to
Yeah,
kids?
I run this summer musical theater program where I teach musical theater to kids. Yeah,
Very
it's a lot of
nice.
fun. So yeah, we're definitely. I mean, I would like to write more, but Sam's definitely the writer of the two of us. So yeah.
And to end on like one last question, because we're almost finished. What do you guys like to do on your spare time? Besides, you know, being musicians, or are you just?
We like to eat a lot.
yeah. I like to cook.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I spend most of my time doing? Reading and watching movies.
Yeah.
Because 99% of the time is devoted to music.
And honestly, like, I don't know, when you live in New York, like, there's just things to do all the time.
All the time.
Like, it's so expensive, but
there's so many free things
exactly.
too. It's
so like we do. I know, like, at least together, like a way that we like to spend our time is just like adventuring through the city and doing random different things.
yeah, me too. I just like walking around, and then
Yeah.
there's like an event going on,
Exactly.
like a mart, or you know.
Isn't that the best when you're just like walking and like run into something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah. I don't know what else. Theater and museums and movies and you know,
Parks,
parks.
moats and boats and waterfalls.
Yeah.
And actually, one more thing. You mentioned something about you guys are being produced by someone who does the Lumineers, or
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Not that they need the plug, but so we made our record in Woodstock, New York, with Simon Felice from the band The Felice Brothers and David Barron. He's worked with like a ton of great artists. He did Meghan Trainor most recently. He did All About That Bass. He did, yeah.
she won a Grammy too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
You guys are gonna become the next Grammy artists.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
I wouldn't mind that. But David and Simon also did the Lumineers record this summer too. Like right when we left their studio, they did. The Lumineers came in, and now they have the #1 record in the country and in the UK.
Yeah.
Wow.
The two of them are really just like a force to be reckoned with. They're
They're like
they
they're like
have a
us. They're like
perfect
opposites.
dynamic. Like David is just very like meticulous and just really great, like technically. And I don't know,
He's the good cop. Simon's
Yeah,
the
he's-
bad cop.
and Simon's kind of like the shaman. Like he kind of brings you on this journey through recording, and
He's
it's
also
very
tough on
it's a
us.
very spiritual thing working with the two of them.
Absolutely.
And I think they definitely helped like mold like the direction that we're going in. So we really owe a lot to them.
So would you have advice for any anyone who might be listening who wants to start a duo musician, like musically?
Buy a record, listen to that, and learn. No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No. If you wanna do music, I think it's possible for anyone, and I think talent matters, but I think like if you want, like I think it's possible to like get shows by yourself no matter what, and see if you get the encouragement you need to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I think with a duo or even with a band, like you really have to think about who you do it with. I think it's a lot. Like if you're gonna really take it seriously and make it your main focus and passion, it really is a commitment, and you have to be sure. I mean, you can't be sure of anything, but
don't listen to your parents.
Yeah.
Don't listen to your friends' parents.
Yeah, no one
decide
around you
this is what you want.
necessarily gonna
and just
think
accept
what
that.
you're doing is the right thing.
And then also, if you can do anything else with your life, if you feel like, maybe I could do that, Yeah.
No, it's great though. It's so much fun, and like, I don't know. I think
it's very rewarding if you do
it.
It is.
It's rewarding, and you have to like stick to it. Like I think it's really easy to
feel
give
discouraged.
up and feel discouraged.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Oh,
This
so
is
much fun.
this was so much fun. Guys, again, this is Sam and Margot. Listen to them. They are amazing. And you can find them on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram. Yeah, just listen. Go out. So thank you again, and we'll see you all soon. You are listening to Baruch College Radio 94.3. Goodbye, everyone.
Orange plastic, metal poles, not one soul to call your own. Mirages of his sculpted body, they say, are only lies. Appear before your misty
I still don't
eyes.
believe in spirits or ghosts that haunt all my dreams like poltergeist smoke. Can I live in your mind like a river of hope, or escape through the time like an unwritten oath? Is this love? Is this war? The balance of power, nothing more. Is this death? Is this life? The rhythm you make as you pass through the light.
Squeaking tones and love that burns as you count the streets and search for seeds. Retreat from your solace, you must move on. Live what is real, not illusion.
Spirits at dawn among the black swans, where the feathers have fallen and the ice is all gone. I'm singing my truth in the fumes of this song. Are you stealing my youth or just putting me on? Is this love? Is this war?
Is this war?
The